Good morning. My name is Lawrence Taylor. I'm the CEO and co-founder of INTEGRASEE. As a professional photographer and biologist, I've spent many hours studying marine animals and their behavior. And I've witnessed a huge impact. Oh, sorry. And I've witnessed the huge impact of our changing seas on our marine stocks and also aquaculture. It's no wonder then that aquaculture's biggest challenges are water quality and also a lack of biological production data. We heard this from many growers from across North America and also from here from companies like Oceano Fresco, Aqua Nostra, and Flat Atlantic. Our solution? Bivalves. Now why bivalves? In Poland, 8 million people rely on a handful of mussels for clean water supply. By attaching magnets to the animal's shells, the system can detect when they close their shells, which usually means there's an issue in the water. Water treatment plants have learned that the behavior of these animals better gives insights into water quality because they can sense so many factors all at the same time. We've taken it another step forward and introduced with our video expertise a vision component. This means we can compare our animals' behavior to what's going on around them at the same time. This can be things like light intensity, algal blooms, sea temperatures, and salinity. We have developed a system using artificial intelligence models to recognize open and closed animals in real time with the help of Deep Sense, Canadian AI tech funder. With our new prototype, we are now ready to accelerate our tech so that we can address an array of data issues for our customers, such as Clean Valley, who is taking Ciencia's finfish wastewater and converting it into algae to then grow out oysters. With the $1 million funding from Canada's Ocean Supercluster, we will address water quality as well as enhancing algae and oyster production. A great milestone for us, Clean Valley will be our first customer through a licensing agreement. And over the next 18 months, our goal is to increase our customer base so we can make more installations to gather more data. This will mean growing our team. We're looking to raise $500,000 so that we can develop our team of engineers and AI staff so that we can build more units and increase our AI capacity. Bivalves, they have such a great potential to give us an insight into their environment and themselves and help sea growers grow sustainably. Thank you.
Mike will join to help answering the questions.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. I was wondering, where can you apply this technology? Because doesn't the nature has an impact on the performance of the bivalves depending on the location, like the water quality or other nature factors?
So our system was in the water for a year so that we could collect enough video to then go through the modeling to detect open and closed animals. So at first is to get a baseline once your animals go in. Often what happens is you select your animals, let them sit, and then put them in the system and see how they react. So we just continuously take data and look at how they're performing within their situation.
Okay, thank you. Sorry if I missed something, but how can the animals be used to distinguish things like different kinds of, water
Issues?
Yes.
Yes.
As opposed to, is there an issue or is there not an issue?
Right. So we are still at the beginning stages of learning this language that they say. But so to give you two extreme cases, with if there was suddenly a warm water event, they would generally all close down very quickly and wait till the water changed. With harmful algal blooms, they do microclosures, and that's why we also have sensors on the mussel shells so we can detect minor movements of the shells when they go through something. So they will react differently to different stimuli.
All right, and how stable is the nature of the information? That is, I mean, for example, if an animal is genetically different from the next animal, won't it potentially react differently? Or if it grew up in a different environment, whatever, to which extent can you say that the signal X today is the same signal X tomorrow?
Well, and that's part of what we want to do in providing biological information. So Atlantic Aquafarms wants to selectively breed their animals to better react to coming sea conditions. So we'll look at that over time to see how they perform differently. For us right now is to get a baseline, see where we go from there, and then move forward. We've got a lot to learn still about the biology of these animals and how they react, and whether our motion sensor or our video is telling more information, and which,
Great, thanks.
Yep.
I was just going to expand a bit on how you're foreseeing the business model going forward as well. So will you be providing sensors to install in your clients? Are you selling information? How you're envisioning going forward? Yeah.
Do you want to tackle it?
Yes. I think right now we really like sort of the cell phone model. We can install, we can help people install. We don't necessarily have to install ourselves. We can teach them how to do that. But we want to get devices in the water as many places as we can and collect that data. We can do that remotely. We can analyze that remotely. On the business side of it, then we'll be looking at licensing for the access to the information, and obviously some consulting that might go with that to help them sort of interpret and develop some of their own answers to problems that they might be having.
Yeah, I always say, anybody can stick a GoPro in front of a mussel and start to look at it. Is what we're doing with the data that we're collecting, the video data and so on, is our analysis and insights of what it's telling us. Yeah.
I would like to go back on the issue on the genetic difference from animals from different points in the world. Do you have, because I'm assuming that depending on the characteristics of the water, they might have different responses to the stimuli. And have you tested, so have you collected information from animals in more than one location? Because that will give you additional data to strengthen your algorithm.
Yeah, so the plan is always to take local animals from the local environment and work with them. So we're not introducing any animals across the world, then develop a baseline. So working with Ciencia, the great thing is we'll be in a controlled environment, and that's where we want to start first. So we understand these issues, and then moving to the open sea is really the next step for us. Yeah. Great. Thanks.